up to speed, up to speed, up to speed.
Live from the apocalypse, we don't celebrate death, but we don't rest. We don't wish rest on fascists. This is State of the Game. I am Dan O, and I don't hold elevators for people. I'll sometimes hide in the corner of the elevator beyond the sight of the person and see if they can catch the elevator.
You
And,
got scared.
and if they catch it, I stare at it. You know what I mean? We lock eyes the whole ride.
Yeah.
I didn't leave it open. I want to see if you can make it. That's how I live. So, good indicator on me. My co-host, who takes this time every week as a rest from his psychedelic sex bus, K. Diggy. Thank you for being here.
Interesting. I like the alliteration now.
It's a good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're here and a legendary guest, man. Every week, it's wonderful. So, somebody I've been hearing. We have spectacular diagnostics here today. Been listening to for a while. I think the Pen Pals album in 2022 might have been the first one.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Pen Pals are great friends of the show. And I was like, "Ooh, this is clean," and I just kept it. I kept you in the Rolodex. So I was so happy to see your name attached to this project. Thank you for being here. And we have somebody, man, Oxnard legend. Okay, we are now 1 degree separated, well, 2 degrees separated from Mad Lib. We're talking to Dudley Perkins, aka Declaime. Thank you for being here. Woo!
Yeah.
Beautiful. And we're talking about What If. I love What If. Immediately loved What If. And it's so good. And there's so much to unpack. Thank you for being on the show and for talking to us. There's so many just general questions that Dudley Perkins has been around for so long, right? Declaime's been around for so long.
It's the first person on earth.
Right. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm up at the top of the mountain and I can just ask any West Coast question, you know? So first question would be coming the Oxnard movement with Med and with all these people. Was it hard to get shine? Like, because sometimes, like, we talk to New Jersey rappers who are like, it ain't New York, bro. Like, we're, like, was it the same?
I would think like Oxnard was like the last city to get a shine. You know, and it took a minute. You know, we had to fight for that. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, because Oxnard's like the Bermuda Triangle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, not too much comes out of it, but when it do come out, it shines. And to the point, it's like shines like Detroit or, you know, New York or major. No, I say Detroit, funky cities in Oakland.
Yeah.
You know, in Los Angeles, I say the funky cities. It shines like them, you know, because we're part of that. You know?
Yeah.
But Oxnard, a lot of Oxnard cats, at least my crew, was raised on like New York music. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, the original hip hop kind of thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And we respected, like you know, like as if it's ours. Also, it is ours, but we respect it like as we was born and raised in New York. We respect that, and a lot of rappers in California do that. They respect. Come on, man. We had Egyptian love. They had Beat Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had Run DMC. We had we had funk. You know, more like musical funk. The rap was coming from there, and we we watched Wild Style. That's what we get it from. Beach Street, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense.
My thing says Ezra Perkins.
Yeah, it says Ezra. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's my daughter's. I'm using her computer.
That's
Oh, nice.
that's cool. The we can if you want to change it, we can change it. But
I'll be Ezra for a day.
but I love it.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, and that makes sense for like because Spectacular Diagnostics, like it's the flavor is very East Coast, right? So it
I
was.
don't know. I think it's more bluesy. It's a little bit more
Ooh, I
blues
like
to me.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more lo-fi blues style. You know, because there's a lot of running melodies that kind of like they're funky but jazzy.
Yeah, I mean it's
So it's
interesting
not-
because I wasn't used to. Oh
Yeah, go for it.
no, I was gonna say I wasn't used to hearing West Coast rappers over those type of beats.
Right.
I mean, you got Far Side. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, that's a great comp. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freestyle Fellowship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it actually ain't West Coast beats. It's just cats who want to really innovate and create from a beginning point, not copying and not sampling, reuse and hash samples. It's really cats just really bending shit the way they feel it. Some people don't have that funk and the old school in them like that. Some people just really want to make funky beats. You know, so it's really like I don't see no separation of it. You know, they might, New York, it has done it first because you know we all follow the chains and the hats and we all follow that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on the West Coast, you know, it's Dickies and T-shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many chains and stuff until new generation. But we was Dickies and T-shirts with our rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we NWA, we Ice-T, we you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like gang bang. Bang bang.
Yeah, but I think, one of the things we talked about in previous episode, we had this episode I called the West Coast Hall of Fame Ballot 2, right? It's like basically the first ballot. We all know who's the first ballot, right? Who goes in first, right? You're gonna have Dre, you're gonna have like an NWA kind of class. But who's the second class? Who's the third class? I wanted to give us a chance to talk about all the kind of interesting other voices that aren't talked about as much in terms of I think people hold the framework of the initial West Coast gangster rap and like they don't fully understand how fun and weird and diverse it gets in California. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, come on, you got what's his name? Dr. Oop, you know, his own crew and everything.
Yeah.
It goes down to Mr. Brady and all them, you know, it's deep. I mean, you know, we got our own kind of New York thing going, you know. But the bad part about it is like, you know, unless you follow suit and copycat and all that, a lot of these cats get slept on a little bit, and they careers end up being, you know, a hard run, a rough run, you know, when they're very talented, you know, and creative, and the beats are just amazing and stuff. You know, it's very real. It's rare for what we used to call underground when the lines weren't blurred. For underground artists to shine, it's always been that way, you know. But there was always a lane for underground to where underground artists could make their money and get their music out. But now the lines are blurred, so you got underground cats looking at radio and commercial and stuff like that. So they're striving for that, and it kind of like, you know, it changes up the truth in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Drastically. You know, so the truth in hip hop is kind of lost a little bit, and I appreciate the cats who don't lose that truth. You know.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them, but they just ain't seen right now because right now the industry ain't controlled by hip hop. It's controlled by corporations. You know, so it's what they want. It's what they want to do. What they feel they need to put the money towards are the gatekeepers who want to let certain sound pass. But the sound is stiff now. The Hertz is off. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts.
Right. They're sorting the music into profitable areas, right? Like,
It's always been that way,
yeah,
but now the true genuine artists only see that now because it's programming is programming.
sure.
So when you turn on your TV and you see hip hop wives and that's what they think it is now.
Mm,
So people like De La Soul, we're now starting to give them their flowers like they supposed to be, you know. But people like De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest are slept under the rug now because there's a certain entities who fund ignorance, you know.
right,
And
right.
they fund it for a reason. There's a reason why they fund this ignorance, you know.
No, it's yeah. There's plots and plans out there, and like so when you but a beautiful underground album that isn't built around that is almost like your favorite character actor in movies where you're just like that person's weird, but I wouldn't change him for the world, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I introduced Cade to AC Alone Book of Human Language, and like damn, like it was impressive, you know?
Poetry.
You don't listen to a bunch of albums like Book of Human Language.
No.
Yeah.
So
That's us.
right.
You know, cats who really trying to tell stories, really trying to be creative with the cadences and wordplay, you know. But then there's other cats who just copy. And copy. God damn it, the programmers.
Yeah.
Like my homeboy Grand Agent used to say, whoever programmed us, show shammed us.
I love that. That's awesome. No, and I was going to ask you about this. This is kind of one of the questions I had leading in because, like, West Coast hip hop is my first deal, right? That was my interest. That's always been where my heart is. There's a lot of talented West Coast rappers who have, in my opinion, run their career down by picking generic West Coast beats. And
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I think people get in a rut, something sells, and then their
right.
manager's like, do another one like that. Do another one like that,
Yeah, it's sad. 'Cause at some point, you're like, I need this person to just lose their address book, you know, and
Yeah.
start over.
But that's commercial.
Right.
Yeah.
Like commercial cats when the cats who fund the commercial music, they only look for something that already sold and how it's sold.
Yeah.
So they're looking for the copycat, you know. And so a lot of that reward that they see with the chains and the movies and all this opulence that you're seeing, it makes underground cats like, I need that too, you know. So they completely make a U-turn on the truth of what they was trying, music. I do music for the love. Nah, fuck that. I do it for the money now. You know what I'm saying? And only for the money, you know. So they will copy and do this and copy and copy. It's been like that, man. Remember Whoop, There It Is?
Right,
There's like
right.
4 songs out there that blowing up more than anybody, and it was the same fucking same looks.
Yeah.
You can copy somebody right now and blow up. You can do a song right now, just say bitches and niggas, and you'll blow up. You know?
Yeah, the stages of change to me are like the corporate forces figuring out how to hip hop and figuring out how to manipulate it. Because when they first stepped into it, they didn't really understand it, so they really weren't guiding it as well as they did later.
You gotta look at it at the micro. What's it called? The microcosmic part of it. Like why are they doing this? Go to that point.
Yeah.
Why would they even try to fuck up the whole universe with sound?
Right.
Because it does fuck. Music is a major nutrient.
Mm-hmm.
It's a major vitamin. It's like air. It's like water. To where the point they charge you for it. You know, like they charge you for water, air. It's a major nutrient. You know what I'm saying? It fucks with emotions. You know? And when you fuck with emotions, you control the whole fucking planet.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So they allow this to happen. It ain't cats who believe in the divine spirits of God, stuff like no. And there's a point of that it does exist in that too, like Christian music and church music, secular church music and stuff like that. That doesn't tell the truth, you know.
Sure.
Just has people mislead people for a million years. These things right here, your lymphatic system adapts to these things. Your lymphatic system is a radar, and it's also a speaker. So it'll have things in and push things out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You are a beacon. You are a beacon for sound, vibration, light. You know what I'm saying? So when these things hit you, it hits to the bone. And when it hits to the bone, it goes to your circulatory system, it goes to your lymphatic system, and then it goes back out into the universe.
Right.
And they make sure that dark sound is amplified. So that way war still exists. Change the vibration, war disappears. Instant. The whole war infrastructure disappears. Change the vibration. They used to do it in the 70s, but then they got it. The music industry realized, ooh, we could change the way people think with this.
They're soundtracking conflict. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And music is one of the main ones. We can't tell in the womb how a baby's reacting. Play music, you can see how a baby's reacting. You don't know what's reacting to the alcohol the mother's drinking, the water the mother's drinking, the food the mother's drinking. Play music, the baby reacts in the belly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
You know? Yeah, they dance. They dance to sounds, the rhythm, the boogie. The whole universe is a rhythm. It's a boogie.
That's good.
They call it universe.
Yeah.
What is that? Break it down. Universe.
Right.
One sound, one song.
There's a verse in universe, you know?
It's verse, song.
One verse. Yeah, that makes sense, man. That's crazy.
Oh, we can go all day with this, homie.
No, I love it. I love it, man. It's a natural space.
So we're just.
But yeah, What If is great, and I wanted to talk about Spectacular Diagnostics, because what I love about the production.
Look at his name.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The main point about this sounding different. What I've always loved about the sound is your ability to kind of go up and down the sonic meter of like, oh, that's a banger, but you know, ooh, that's a light, beautiful song, like it up and down the emotional spectrum, but super clean, like very you. Nothing sounds like a stretch, like, but the breath, the emotional breath of the music, I guess, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I always start with, you know, with the sample first, so that kind of like that pushes it, you know. So like saying it's East Coast, West Coast, and like I don't even. It's just like if the sound grabs me, I go with it. I don't think about whether it's a West Coast track or an East Coast track. And nowadays, it's like, yeah, I don't even think it matters. I mean, like you got New York drill, you got this.
It feels good to you. You know, it makes sense to you. And what that creates is an original sound. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't sound like nothing else I've heard. And I told you that back in the days, like it don't sound like nothing I've heard. This is different. How they remember? I was skeptic the whole time. Like, how are they going to take this? This is different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you listen to it, it's music, and it's beautiful music.
Right.
You know, I might have messed it up a little bit. You know? I made it rough. I made it a little rugged a little bit, but
I like that. Yeah, counter texture. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it's. I think, yeah, it's interesting. I've talked to like game-changingly experimental producers and been like, man, what you're doing is so different. And they're like, I don't know, man. It's just what I like. Like I'm following my heart to what I like to listen to, and I'm going with that. And their ears are just different. You know what I mean? Just they're either hearing different stuff.
I mean, it's like being a chef. You know, it's like if you buy good ingredients, you can make good food. So I have good samples, so then the song is good. Whereas if you got shit ingredients, you're gonna have shit food. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a great point. You get to Yeah, you get to freak the dish however you want. You know,
Yeah.
once you do that. My wife will grab something online and then change it to be she'll use that as the skeleton and just
Yeah.
her own. And that's yeah, that makes sense. Um, so when did this come together? Have you been working on this for a while, or was this kind of a random meetup?
Dang, it's been a minute.
Last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah. Like around this time last year, maybe like it was earlier actually, like maybe May or June, I think, because the first two songs we did were Cali Kind of Day and Sunday's Hustle.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we just kind of like went from there.
Ooh.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't really caught the full feeling of the album until it was online and everybody listened to it, and I'm thinking, what did I hear? And that one day I listened to it all the way through, and I'm like, oh shit. I almost had tears in my eyes. We'll be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it worked. It worked. Oh shit. Like it made me appreciate it way more. Because I'm always skeptic about my albums and things I do, you know. And I was skeptic about this too, because it's like, it does sound like I'm off a little bit or like I'm lagging somewhere. But I realized like the beats allowed me to tell a story, you know, and not even a story, more like, hey, this is what was happening with me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I can still do. I still fuck most of y'all fuckers up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
You know? And so I fell in love with the album even more. Like, whoa, this works. And plus the response people's giving it, and you know the way the label's been promoting and stuff, and the way Spectacular's been smashing with it and stuff like that. We have something here, you know.
Right.
And I haven't had something here in a while, you know, not something like this.
No, it's cohesive, it's clean, it has real emotional moments to it. Like I was gonna ask you because like the ability to they were talking about it on the Call Culture podcast a little bit ago of like there are some MCs that can say something that would sound simple in the hands of someone else,
Yeah,
but they say it in such a dope way that it becomes amazing. You know, the power to make something. The reason it's simple is because it's intrinsically true, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
loyal to the soil, right? It's
Yeah.
that's important, right? Um, and you definitely have that. My question is, when you started to sing, how did that influence how you were rapping? Would did you notice a change in how you were approaching pockets, how you were stretching words?
no, I mean, when I started singing, I was smoking a lot of weed and drinking Hennessy,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
I was already doing all that, you know. Like if you listen to my old shit, the in the beginnings records and stuff, you know, there's a lot of melodic harmonies in there and stuff. But Madlib did the same thing, you know. A lot of my crew does that, you know. Not everybody else is solid hip hop,
Yeah.
but it was like, I'm a fan of Earth, Wind and Fire. George Clinton is my father, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The OJs, Ohio Players, Cameo. You know,
Right.
me rapping is because I can't sing. But if I could sing, oh, definitely, I'll be going completely full fledged. Hey, I would go.
Yeah.
You know, because I love singing, I love R&B, I love soul music and stuff. Rapping is me cheating a little bit. But then now you can't say that because rap has more content than singing does.
Yeah.
You get your whole story in one verse. You know what I'm saying?
There's a
But
lot of ad libs. There's a
for
lot of ad libs.
a singer, you just gonna catch a vibe, maybe maybe some kind of emotion. A rapper gonna tell you what's going on in your motherfucking neighborhood,
Right.
and if you can stay on with it and stay with the funk with it, makes it even better. You know,
Yeah.
I'm with melodic rap. You know, I like all the other solid rap. Some of it, you know, but to me, it's like repetitive. It's repetitious. It's kind of like he did it already. They all rap the same fuck. They mad at something. You know what I'm saying? They all got cadence that's fucking something they weren't. They mama don't know. You know.
I mean, I think with singing or rapping, like it's like it just as long as you could feel, the emotion behind it. It doesn't even matter whether it's in tune or this or that. I mean, that's why like so many people like punk bands and this and that, where it's like maybe they're not the best musicians, maybe they're not the best singers, maybe they're not the best this, but there's an emotion behind it.
Yeah.
And the same, I think like the early Dudley Perkins albums, it's like you could just, it had a feeling to it.
Right.
And that's more important whether it's this or that. And
Man,
I think
look,
like with this,
I was homeless during them shits. Like I am now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a passion. You're right.
Yeah.
I wasn't lying.
Right.
Well, it's like on this album, it's like I think like you're saying, or it's like it doesn't it matters how someone says something in a song like Loyalty, where the chorus is just loyalty.
Yes.
But when he says it,
yes,
it hits.
It really
it's
does.
like it's one of those things where like you don't have to say anything else. You feel it.
I've met so many unloyal cats in the industry.
Yeah.
Like 50 to 90% of the cats I've met in the industry are unloyal. Yeah. They're egotistic maniacs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even believe in the divine spirit. Even if they do believe in gods or whatever. No, they believe in a self. And it's just, when you put something out to the universe, it ain't yours no more.
Right.
So don't put it out there saying it's yours. You feel me?
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are loyal under the right circumstances. And that's about it, right? Like once things change, the
music industry is not a place for loyalty. People are shitty,
But I hope people heard these things. I'm listening to it again myself too, and like, damn, are they hearing this? Like, oh shit, I'm now hearing it myself. I did it. I went through the whole process, but now I get to sit here listening with other spirits listening to it at the same time, so it's a different feeling. And I'm like, okay, I hope they hear this. I hope, and they are hearing it. If we had a budget of $1 million, we'd probably be the coldest record there is right now. Because it's not about
some crazy mastering, crazy, mixing and this and that. But like, I think that's what's special about records like this is like you work with what you have, and this is what major labels want, but they can't do. It's the same reason as like why when someone goes viral on TikTok and then the major label comes in and goes like, I want you to do that again, but they can't. They'll never figure that out because you can't figure out like what's, this little magic thing,
Because now the room's crowded with people that are going to ruin their idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Or just like, you can't, certain things, it's like maybe serendipity or whatever. It's like something blows up that they can't control. It's like, I don't think Griselda, when they blew up, that was not planned. The major labels didn't see that one, like they just blew up, and sometimes things like that happen.
Yeah, it was almost like
you got to think they've been doing it for years.
Right.
Yes. And at some point it just popped, It
was almost Griselda was a tight crew of people who were like, we're going to keep digging until we get to the bottom of this fucking thing.
Oh, and they're dope. The context that they rap about,
they kept
crazy.
Yeah.
The context of what they rap about is pretty off the wall a little bit, but the cadence is feeling in it is real. You know what I'm saying? These hip hop cats, they paint movies. It's movies to me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you so dope and you rap about it. I don't care. It's still a movie when you talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't display these kind of things to the universe. But if you do, you're playing part of the bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? But when it's hip hop, you get to slide a little bit. You get a leeway a little bit. When it's hip hop, because it's a movie. But keep it as a movie. That's why I named What If a movie. Like what if? That ain't the real person my mother raised. You know what I'm saying? Is this is what if? This, you know, you seen the series What If on Netflix, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey,
I used to read it.
Basically,
I used to read it back in the day.
man, it's alternate universe. What if?
Right?
You know?
Man, they had What If the Punisher killed Kingpin? That shit was
yeah.
Have you seen the new one? That's the new one with the
yeah,
washer.
I saw a bunch of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It
And
was pretty,
that's where I got it from. Because I'm a comic head. You know, I read comic books and draw
yeah.
comic books. Stuff. So that was, when I did the record, I was like, okay, maybe people don't want to hear me talking about God all the time and this and that, right? And I know they don't. I hear the comments. I've been hated on for many years in music because I spoke truth, like
You want to be on?
unadulterated truth. You know, hey, Catman, dude.
She wants to be on it. She's at the door,
good.
just like whining. I'm like, all right, I'll let you in.
We're here. We're here.
Yeah.
Catman, dude.
All right. She's gone.
But yeah, as a kid, What If was the coolest shit because it allowed you to explore crazy stuff, like really alternate, like what if Uncle Ben didn't die? You know what I mean? What would happen to
Yeah.
Spider-Man and shit? Like there were all these. It was just so cool.
The whole concept. Like when I started doing the first songs on What If, I did like Cali Conde and stuff like that. I was like, okay, that's really not me. But I like how I wrote that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So let me put in the story of my cousin or something. You know what I'm saying? Or these other rappers who do that about the gold and thing. But I put it in hip hop form. You know, like if you listen to Vibrant Lines, what if I was hanging with Doom a lot?
Right.
Which I did. You know, me and Doom was buddies and stuff. What if I rapped like Most Def or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Or what if I studied the power? You know, because I did. Guru. Like if you listen to the album, a lot of these songs are kind of like in the flow cadence of My Heroes. And purposely done. I just flipped it a little bit to the Declaime style. But these are my heroes that I actually emulated. You know?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's a great way to free yourself up, to give yourself permission to explore. Um, that's what I like. It's a concept, but it's not a concept that's going to confine you, right? You're going to be able to explore whatever you want to explore.
Well, now I done entered the Marvel universe. It's limitless, so I can go wherever I want with it now.
You know what? The next one should be Ultimate Declaime.
I got. Wait, what's the one I got? There's something like that I got covered.
Ultimate Declaime would be dope.
But what's best about it is every project I'm doing right now is unique amongst itself because I'm working with a single producer, so we're creating a new sound. You know, and I've always done this. Now I'm doing it. I'm doing it again.
Right.
Yeah.
To where I want to keep creating sound. You know, new sound.
Makes
I'm
sense.
not with copying a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with creating a new sound, which it's going to happen. You know, hopefully we could put more push on this album because I swear to God, I heard a lot of records this year. None of them actually stand up to hip hop like this one.
Right.
And it's just not hip hop; it's music. You know, it's beautiful music, and it might not even be sounding like it came from a 48 track or real. It sounds like we did it in the basement. You know,
Yeah.
like it's more like what was that album? Was it Jizz? Not Jizz. No, Jizz's first album.
Oh, Liquid
Yeah.
Swords.
Liquid Swords.
Damn, dirty like that.
That was the whole world, man. That was the whole
Yeah,
world.
that was one of the most dirtiest albums on the fucking planet. It was
Yep.
hard to listen to. So when you go get past the sound and what is actually there, Motherfucking one of the greatest motherfucking pieces of music ever created on earth.
Yeah,
Like
no
what
question.
the hell? Like I still listen to that to go get, you know,
Yep.
it's either him or Guru.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm casual.
So that the question, Declaime, when you're the way you approach rapping, the way you approach pockets is so different from most traditional rap that you'll find out there. I was wondering when you first came out, who were people comparing you to, flow wise? Like, who did they say this person's like? Because I can't even muster that.
Raekwon told me one time in Holland, I was at a show with Super Nat. He probably will never remember that because who am I? But we was riding in the van to the venue at the same time. He was G'd up. He was money. I'm in t-shirt and jeans and shit.
Right, right, right.
After my show, he said, "You remind me of Old Dirty," and I always took that as to heart because they're followed to my style. I got so many styles. Yeah.
Right.
I rap over anything and make it work. Come on, man. I was around Madlib. Madlib do the most crazy shit there is.
Right, right. No, it's real shit, man. Like you look, and that's the thing is you can stretch out. Loyalty's a great example. Stretching out, like melodic, a little slower. But then there's two songs on this album where you are in full on super rapper mode for me. Vibrant Lines, you already said, and Wordsmith. I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I did Wordsmith because rest in peace. Chino Excel is like one of my friends, right? Like that's my guy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. That's amazing human when it comes to rap and rap cadence.
Sure.
And to have him as a friend calling me legend, I felt like I need to step my pen game up because I don't think I deserve that coming from his mouth. So Wordsmith is sort of like an ode to Chino in a way because look at the flows on it, and if somebody's really smart, they listen to what I'm saying. It's actual metaphysics.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about the both hemispheres of the brain, and the output of the brain and the input of the brain.
My Chino XL would be my pick for the most reckless name checker in the history of rap. But there are a lot of people who will name check people in rhymes. Game has been called out for this, but those usually it's kind of a gentle nudge. I held my face 5 times every Chino XL song. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. He was on another plane, man. Yeah.
Shit. And that Pharaoh.
RP. Yeah. So it's
Pharaoh one of them cats too.
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck. I need to quit now. That kind of shit. Like, should I keep rapping? With these guys existing on Earth?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay, should I just go? Should I go in this pool of numbness, or should I go in this pool of greatness? You know what I'm saying? How do I get to this greatness? Because these guys is a freaking amazing brain. Like their brains is crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'd be afraid of listening to Pharaoh sometimes. Like, damn, why am I rapping? Anybody that rap should fucking second guess themselves when they listen to that dude.
Yeah.
And casual. Like, are you really rapping? These motherfuckers is rapping.
Right.
Hey. Talked to the cat a long time, right? Me and him got our differences and shit, I guess. But no, Madlib's fucking brother.
Damn. Oh yeah.
That dude's bars are insane.
I love Ono so much.
Madlib beats that dude's rap is pretty much goddamn amazing. I ain't never heard nobody rap like Ono in my goddamn life.
Yeah, Ono's dope.
Like I'm speaking Pharaoh, I'm speaking casual, I'm saying all these things, right? But that motherfucker runs circles around shit.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It's true.
Easily. I'm upset at myself saying it because I guess we had a problem. I don't know. I ain't talked to him in years. I love the dude though. It's my family.
Right.
But you know, like if I was to really, really put somebody at my top 5 or whatever,
Yeah.
oh no, number 1.
Woo. Yeah. Ono is fantastic.
He made me step my game up.
Yeah. No, he's great.
I've always been a cold ass rapper in my city. I can fuck anybody up. But he made me get technical. Like, I'm not gonna deal with some bullshit from you. You're gonna give me the best that you got. And if you listen to my album Conversations with Dudley, that's Ono. And I'm busting flows on that motherfucker like a motherfucker. I'm trying to keep up.
Right.
I'm trying to impress. You know? Madlib, I can just do what I do and flow and funk it up.
Mm-hmm.
That dude put me on my fucking game.
No. Ono is absolutely someone who makes everything better, like just wherever he goes. Yeah.
He's Madlib's brother.
Right? Yeah.
You know, there's nothing else you can say about that. I mean, we're all from under the cloth of Madlib. We all are from under Madlib, you know.
Sure.
And Wild Child, you know, Lupac.
Right.
You know, we're Lupac crew. I'm Lupac crew. I'm not Declaime crew. I'm not Illmind. I'm Lupac crew. You know what I'm saying? And I know the hierarchy role. You know, I respect Wild Child. You know, I know I got a lot of my shit from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I got my shit from Madlib, my flows, my cadences and shit like that. I know I ain't stupid. I would have been rapping like DJ Quick and them and Snoop Dogg and them if I didn't meet them cats.
That's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
They gave me abstract. They taught me abstract in a crazy way. They forced it on me. They didn't play. To where when I could do sit with like spectacularly diagnosed, I could really do something different and mean it. Saying some truth, some real music. I only know real music. I don't. You know, I'm forced by habitat to listen to bullshit. Because radio stations and radios and earphones and speakers is everywhere. You can't run from it. Commercials, TV, you can't run from the fucking negative vibration. It's fucking there. But as long as you know it's there, you can fight that shit. You know? Because that will be the fall of America. Vibration and music. Not anything else, not movies, not the war infrastructure. It's what moves your soul.
Right.
And so as long as you keep a dark soul, a red background soul, bat wings and motherfucking other evil things and shit going, war infrastructure exists. Politics, bullshit politics exists. Famine exists. Murder, rape, disease, chaos exists through fucking sound. Period. Sound is vibration. Sound is light. Sound is, come on, man. Light makes sound. We just can't hear it.
Right.
But we can see it with our eye ears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're still taking it in.
Taking a little light. You know? Makes sense.
What you take in can kill you. What you put out can heal you.
Sure. Absolutely.
So I keep it, try to keep it positive if I can. You know, whatever I'm doing, I try to stay, even if it's just me and what can you do for society by yourself? By myself, I can pass on to the next motherfucker some higher vibration. And he gonna pass that on. And they gonna pass it on. We create a web. And this web is starting to grow now, you know. But at the same time it's growing, guess what they doing? They feeding and fueling the fire. You know? Like I said, say bitch and nigga. Say bitch and nigga on a record, that give you money and leeway. Anything negative. Down to Christianity. Why they fund that?
So to talk about it, so you guys started working on this album a while ago. And I, and you, interestingly enough, you said you didn't really fully grasp the totality of it until you heard it after it was done. Diagnostics, how did you put this together? What did you think about the sequencing when you had these songs?
I mean, with the sequencing, I mean, I really kind of looked at like, there were the songs where he wrote character story songs,
Right.
and then the songs that were more personal. And then the personal songs just really kind of worked their way towards the end of the album. So I kind of tried to sequence it almost like there's this like redemption arc. Like,
Mm,
this guy is doing these like street narratives and like, things that he's seen. And then by the end, you just starts to change, and like vibrant lines is just kind of flowing. And then you go, then you end with, something like Amen, where it's just like, it's almost like you've gone past everything that we've done. And that's something that's more like, the Declaime that people know,
right,
Agreed.
right.
and it just kind of ended that way.
That's beautiful to be able to seen that in the collection of music, and like that's storyboarding in a way, right? Where you're
Right.
like,
Right.
you're like, oh, we go from this act to this act. That's real vision, you know. That's
And then you got the interludes and stuff that, I mean,
Yeah.
it meshes together pretty good. It's a situation. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
And there was just certain things that, were fun to, almost be like Easter eggs, like using bits of and so it is said on wordsmith.
right,
So
right.
like if you'll hear it and these little things like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Kay, how did
And
you feel about this as a listen? What if?
Yeah, I mean it was a refreshing listen for me. Uh there was, in terms of the rapping and production, like I have it written down, there was a quiet confidence and humility
Ooh.
about the project
Mhm.
for me. Um
Okay.
so I really enjoyed that. It was, I wouldn't say it was laid back, but it was very like, yeah, like I said, it was a quiet confidence. It came off in terms of that, like quietly confident to me. And the third thing that I liked about it was that there was a message to each song that I could take away.
Mm,
Um, because I think in a lot of like, and Dano and I have talked about this.
yeah.
In a lot of underground hip hop, it's more
It's non-linear.
yeah, it's non-linear. There's
Patchwork
not
of
like,
thoughts.
it's
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
stream of mind, stream of conscience. So to have like songs where there was like a clear message, like Brick by Brick,
Mm,
Loyalty,
Mhm.
that was really refreshing to me in a lot of ways.
that's awesome.
Yeah. People don't do hooks anymore, It's
No.
just
That's
kind of
true.
like just let the weed flow and they just kind of go in a direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
Reference
I like
it. Yeah,
tattoos.
Yeah, I mean,
Hard for me to pull a hook. I don't
yeah.
care about.
reference to like an NBA player from 1994 once in the song, and that'll be the title of the song. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
That's cool.
I enjoy that, just for like, the randomness of it. But yeah, no, we definitely did something outside of that on this one.
With all good things, it gets overdone, right? Like people
Yeah.
end up overdoing it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to put out a record with like, Tony Kukoc on the cover and just black out his eyes or
Right.
something.
Right.
Like as appreciative as I am of, 90s nostalgia, but
No, I hear you. That makes sense. The yeah, no, there's so many different moods on this, okay?
Yeah.
Because of diagnostics ability to, like I said, shift up and down emotionally, and because of you know the ability for Declaime to fit himself into any container, right? Um, I think you get some really cool runs on this um, that are really dope. Um, yeah. Did you have any favorite Any favorite runs on this?
Who, me?
Oh, I mean, for me personally, I really loved the ending. Starting Sunday's Hustle, Vibrant Lines, A Beautiful Journey, and Amen.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
stole my. I was gonna say the same shit, man.
Yeah, like it ended very well. Like, and I like the contrast from the beginning to the end, and I like from the beginning of the album to the end, and I just thought it was really like the ending was really well done, and it landed for me.
The end of
Well, it's
this.
like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's like, well, you don't see it coming. I think that's
Mhm.
what's like. It's kind of it's like a bit of a plot twist.
That was a lot
You
of
know,
you. That was a lot of you though. Like
I got lucky. You
you
gave me
arranged,
good songs.
you arranged it when you sent it to me the first time. Oh shit, cool. You
Yeah.
studied the arrangement, you know, because it does like what you
Yeah.
said. It does do that. You
Yeah,
know, like it goes from to the hardcore to God.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, I think like a song like Sunday's Hustle, even though we did it early, it's like it's a powerful song.
Really is.
It's like one of my favorite on the record where it's like, it really is like, you're kind of, it's like it's such a movie that's getting painted.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
it feels like a song that maybe contains
Yeah.
all the themes explored on the album, right? Like it's like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but that run, Kay, that last four songs, it's almost like the end of He Got Game when he throws the basketball. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, the the music swells. It's just really emotional, and really feels like that's the ending. That's where we stand.
hey,
I
yeah,
Byron,
remember I was gonna say when we did A Beautiful Journey, I just remember you just
I'm
like
about to
texted me
say that right now. I was about to
like
say
send me a girly beat. Send me a girly beat. I was like,
That's awesome. No, it's a beautiful beat. I
yeah.
love the journey. Um, yeah, and
yeah,
the
that one's crazy.
it was really. I mean, oh, by the way,
Beautiful Journey is like one of my favorites because it's Dudley
yeah,
Perkins.
mhm,
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's not Declaime. That's Dudley Perkins right there.
yeah,
And I know a lot of people wondering if I'm going to sing again. That's a song right there. There you go, right there.
yeah.
also wanted to shout out. I think Blue is one of the best guest rappers of all time.
He's one of the best rappers of all time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he's on the list, no question. But in
yeah.
terms of getting a guest verse, man, Blue really similar to you. Blue fits anywhere, dude. I've heard Blue spit on so much, like,
But the reason why I think you hear Blue on a lot of stuff because he cares about hip hop
oh yeah,
and
oh
his
yeah,
friends
Yeah.
in hip hop. He respects them, cares about them, loves them. Like so, you know, he's not gonna just give you anything. He's gonna give you his heart. Like that. Hey, honestly, I used to say I'm the most slept on person in hip hop. I think Blue is.
Mhm.
I love that dude. That dude's an amazing person. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, he's popular as it is, but he could be
But
way bigger. You know?
he's just a good person. Though.
Yeah,
Hip, there's good people in hip hop, right? That I consider real good people in hip hop, like righteous people. Blue's one of them. Elemento
yeah,
is probably the most righteous
yeah,
sucker in hip hop there is on the planet.
yeah.
You know, he should have been on his album. In fact, we got a song with him. We got
We
a song.
do. Yeah,
The other
You know,
thing that happens in music, and this is like maybe the dirtiest of the truths, is that if you're really good for a long time, you get taken for granted.
oh man,
yeah.
You get taken
I,
for granted.
I've seen that from the day of my first reception of music. If you can recall years back, I was hated on a lot,
Yep.
like super hated on to it. Fucking fuck with my emotions and stuff. It was bugging me like, damn,
Yeah.
I thought it was dope, you know. But I know what it was to a lot of people, and I forgive all the people who hated on me. Is because I was speaking in God tones. and the world wasn't ready for that. They weren't ready for God music, real God music, like Sun Ra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something that is like a forgotten art. You know, like Bob Marley and Gil Scott Heron and
Right.
you know, stuff like that. You know, um,
Yeah.
I favor them. You know, cats who really try to find the divine through sound. You know, for themselves. You know,
They weren't ready for the clarity of it. You know what I
for,
mean? Clarity.
for themselves. They was trying to find God music for themselves, so they could find God.
Right.
So they spoke through God. They spoke with God. You know, they spoke for God. Whatever you want to call God, whatever being a deity you believe exists in your life. I don't care if it's Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, you know, whichever one, they were speaking common sense to the point where it's extreme common sense. You know, extreme common sense is the actual art form. Extreme common sense is religion. You know, and if it's done right, it's positive religion. If it's done wrong, it's profitable religion. Profits.
Yep.
You know, profits for profit. You know,
Yeah.
the music is deeper than people think. It's here, ain't it? Go outside in a forest, or go outside where there's animals. What's the first thing you hear in the morning? A bird singing.
Songs. Yeah.
A bird singing to another bird miles away.
Yep.
A lot of people don't do that. Go outside and listen to it. If you got birds, listen to them. They talk to each other. They sing to each other. Far away. And one will go far away. I witness this. You know, so I know music and sound is the complete structure of this universe, what it's based on. Vibration. You know, that's why I say raise the vibration. You know, it ain't about just the vibration of the song and the music, it's the vibration in your heart. And when you raise the vibration in your heart, it comes out as a song. It comes out as poetry. It comes out as art. You know, it comes out as creativity. And that is directly connected to the great creator. You know?
Yep. The first thing you hear in the morning in the forest is me singing Chaka Khan's "I Feel for You." What I do.
That's the first thing
Yeah.
in Portland,
I go
outside
through the
there.
forest and I'm singing, you know, "Let me rock you, Chaka Khan, let me rock you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's hip hop.
that's how I go. So, but no, it's yeah, it's a good point when you know what you're doing, and then the quiet confidence Kay was talking about is like this album knows what it wants to do,
Yeah.
right? And like that's powerful, you know, because a lot of people, I don't know, there's a lot of spaces in your life to be humble, but when you know what your mission is, you can't you got to stay on mission, right?
Yeah.
There,
Hey, real shit. Because real shit, if you uh, try to bypass that mission, all hell awaits.
right,
And I'm proof in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell was waiting for me, and hell arrived when I got off the mission. You know,
right.
so you got to keep praising through sound. You know, keep praising, right?
Yeah.
The plural praising, raising.
And some of the people who are telling you, you know, hey, you sure you're on the right mission? Are you sure this is what you want to do?
I've heard that many times. I
After
hope
you're done, when you get to where you go, they a lot of those people will be like, oh damn, you know, good job on that mission, right? Like,
Yeah.
this just is what it is.
well, in music though, you could be on the right mission no matter what, right? But now the way it's been constructed to where media places it as these certain things have to be in place before this music is respected or this music is accepted. Um, Sort of like the chains, the gold, the gear, the cars, the clothes, the women, and stuff like that. Okay, so we've been constructed to believe these are the essence of music, you know, because the rewardance of that style of music is so great. It's a overwhelming programming, you
Right.
know, in the youth. Youth are easily programmed. You know,
Yeah.
all youth are programmed easily because that's the first stages of life. You know, programmed to learn off of others and to learn how to live and survive in this realm. You know,
Right.
but right now because we have a media situation right now that is so great, um, to where the youth, you know, just like us when we was young, we read comic books and read stories and things like this, and we felt this is where we need to be and how we need to be programmed. You know, because it's constantly put in front of us, and it's put in front of us by people who we deem as um, leaders, our preachers, our pastors, our cats who have money, who can fund things and stuff like that. So we take their message of what they keep providing because there's money involved with this. You know, there's a way out involved in this. Uh, there's lessons inside of this music of how you can get this and why you need this, and you know, and at the same time there's a dark melody also of stress and depression and
Sure.
a lot of hate in music. You know, I'm better than you, or
Hmm.
I was so fucked up this happened, and the world's fucked up, and I feel like killing myself. And,
Sure.
you know, and that, and if you notice, that is actually promoted on a higher level, and that is because of the medical facilities and the prison facilities. Like if you think about a lot of the artists that you see nowadays, right? You never heard of them, and then all of a sudden you see them on TV and they got millions of dollars in their pocket, right?
Right.
There's this thing called JPEG, right? Um, it's the prison system. It's where people pay to contact people, to send kites to people, um, and to put music for the inmates to purchase with their money that they
Hmm.
get. You know, and a lot of these songs on there are them cats that you see out of nowhere with millions of dollars because them prisoners really don't have nothing much but to buy anything on that list that's put in there. So the prison industry is like a billion people in there. So you can actually go platinum overnight in the prison system,
Hmm.
you know.
I
But
hear you.
but it has to be music that keeps cats in the prison.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. The
And
darkness feed.
that's where all the money, all the most of the money that these humans make
Mhm.
in the industry is from that. All of them, all of them. If they talking about diamonds, they talking about jewelry, they talking about pimps and hoes. They get it from the prison systems. Um, they don't put nothing righteous in there. You ain't gonna find Sun Ra on paycheck.
Hmm.
You're not gonna find put a fire
Yeah.
on paycheck. You're not gonna find Bob Marley on paycheck. You're gonna find Boosie. Uh, uh, what's the dude's name? What's that cat's the kid's name? Soldier Boy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You'll find a very negative aspect of music. You know, and I get in trouble for saying these things because their fans will attack you.
Right.
The brainwashed
Yeah.
people attack you. You know, and that's just like, you know, when they talk about, you know, when Jesus went to the temples, he was attacked, you know, for speaking truth. You know, 'cause the devil has minions, you know, all over. And the main minions is in music and sound and vibration, things that affect the spirit faster than an item of food. or a shot or a drug. Music is instantaneously. You know what I'm saying? That's why the ear holes is open like that. It ain't something you gotta pierce. You know what I'm saying? It's already open for every single aspect of vibration. You know, you gotta shoot shit. You gotta shoot shit in motherfuckers' veins to get them in certain ways. Music, you don't have to shoot in their veins. You know what I'm saying? Water reacts just the same way. Drink water, you refreshed, you filled your body up decently. You know, music is the same way. It's the unseen. Water's unseen. Water is invisible. It's got a form, but you can see through it. You know, sound is invisible. It's the unseen. Anything unseen hits to the bone right away. It goes through your whole system. Your whole lymphatic system gets inoculated with these sounds. You know, and in a way, even if you don't speak it with your mind, your body still processes and disperses that vibration. We are catalysts. You know, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We actually we're induced and then we produce. You know,
right. Shifting subject a little bit. We had okay. There's actually another person who's been on this show who's a part of What If. Marcus Pinn.
Oh, Marcus
is on Scratches, and great. He was on our movie soundtracks episode. Great person. Did great work on this. Yeah. When did you know you were going to have Scratches on this?
I think we kind of wanted it early on, like just we wanted to do it, and then Marcus is just someone I always work with now. I kind of like let Marcus go, and I feel bad when I have to cut anything. Like I definitely cut stuff, but you know, the little things that he comes up with are always just like it really adds to it, you know, because you could tell when he's in the zone and when he's really thought about something. And I think like on A Beautiful Journey, like he kills that one. You know, Witness, he kills that one. You know, there's like he has his moment. Wordsmith, Repulsive. I think he did. Yeah, those are the ones he did. Yeah.
You could tell he listened to that record before he did it.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. And he wasn't phoning it in.
No,
he became part of the record. Like it's a second. It's not even a second thought on what he did. It blends. You know, I noticed that too. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's it's just great scratching on an album makes it so nothing gets static, you know, that it's still moving, there's still things shifting and changing in ways that you didn't anticipate. And as a listener, that's really valuable, you know? So yeah, I appreciate his work on that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it. It's not for the sake of doing it. It's not a guitar solo for the sake of a guitar solo. It's like he's adding to it. He's pushing things along. He's connecting the narrative. You know, like the kind of dialogue that he grabbed. You know, it's just like it fits. You know?
I like the cuts.
Absolutely.
I think it's just dope. Like,
yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I have an album that I can be proud of right now. You know?
Yeah, I mean, an album like this, the cool part is like you can be proud of every aspect. You can think about Marcus Pinn and his work. You can think about, you know, Matt Littler, right?
Yeah. He's a madman.
I mean, it's a great cover.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. It's really cool to have something where like the sequencing is great, right? The journey concludes in a beautiful way, and everything seems set in the right place. It's. I was talking to my neighbor about this. That like you're almost presiding over happy accidents when you're creating art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're trying to you come in with an initial vision, but everything changes everything else, right? And nothing ends up how you thought it would end up. And if you're lucky, your accidents are good, and you get to a place you didn't even anticipate.
Yeah, these are good accidents.
Yeah, I mean, and when you collaborate with people, you come up with things that they didn't initially think. Like even like the cover. When Matt did the cover, you know, I work with him on things and he sent me the collage on it, and I immediately went like, I just made the background blue, and I sent it to him. And he's like, "That's it. It was white before, you know, but once it's blue, like it just had this like better feel to it, and then it grounded all the single art. How you did that, you know, it's like everyone that you know worked on this record, it just fell into place without it being work, and that's the key. You know, it didn't feel like, oh, this is work. You know,
Right? When you can trust the other people involved because you know they're dope,
yeah,
you get those positive, happy accidents, right? Because you,
and even
yeah.
all I was just say is like, and even fuck rap putting it out. You know, Robert, you know, really
Yeah.
believes in it, and he doesn't care how much money it makes, and he just wants to do it because he's a fan. You know, and that's you can't beat that. You know.
That's amazing. Yeah, because you never know what the average fuck rap fan is going to feel about this, but like they have put out some interesting albums over the years that have probably stretched that base, so they might take to it, man. They might take to it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I want lots of money. I mean, let's get that on the table. We want lots of money, as
Fair.
much as possible.
Right.
But you know, but we didn't have to sacrifice anything for it. So if it happens, it happens. We'll see. You know.
Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you. The
So we got something there though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
yep. Get the thing. Kate, well, you got any other questions for these guys, man?
No, I mean, and the only thing I would like to say is like, you know, about the money thing. Uh, you know, it's really about this is a positive project,
Yes.
and I think
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
creating positive vibrations. You're creating positive. You're putting positivity out into this world of negativity, and
Yep.
that's going to
Yeah.
come back around to you in some form. So, you
Yep.
know, this is a
Yeah.
really great project to me, and you guys should be really proud of it.
No, I appreciate it. I'm used to
Yeah.
my projects losing money, so I'm fine. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Tell me about
yeah.
it.
It's another example of somebody who like is still dope after all these years and under the right circumstances shines as brightly as they ever did. So that's you know, this is a world where there's a lot of great producers out there. There's great cover artists. There's great everything. So put yourself in the right place, and you're off to the races. So, yeah, so we could go to recommendation corner and talk about what we've been listening to. Um, man, I was gonna, I was really, I've just been enjoying a lot of lyrics born lately. Uh,
Yeah, he's dope.
Lyrics born. It also just a lot of cool interviews saying important things. I don't know, just really a smart person. Uh,
Look at his name.
Last year, 2024, he put out his last album. He's like, I'm done. This is my last album, and it's called Goodbye Sticky Rice. And it's really good.
I don't think it's the last record.
Yeah, it's really good. Egyptian Lovers
I said
on
that,
it.
I said that trillions of times for my last record.
Yeah.
Yeah, not him. Because he
Oh,
still got that.
He's still so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Whether it's his last or not, it's fabulous. So
That, that, that's funny you mention him though, because when I first got to the game, you know, him, Jay Sands, um, certain cats like that were inspiring me. You know, acrobatic. You know, these cats were inspiring me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Some village, all of them was inspiring me. You know, to
absolutely.
you know, some villages. It's different than that. You know,
yeah.
these cats who actually do poetry. You know, but you know the poetry aspect of that shit, like the acrobatics and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
these cats I looked up to them.
Right? It makes sense.
Kent Brown, I looked up to them guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin Brown is so dope. Kevin Brown is so dope.
I mean, years back we fucked up Lyrics Born's vibe real bad. We opened for him at in Milwaukee. My friend was looking for beer. He walked into a room in the backstage, turned the light on. Lyrics Born was like meditating in the darkness, and he was
oh,
like,
you
"Close the door." They're like, "I'm sorry, man."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a great story. The other one I would go with is Excerpts of Black Joy Volume 1 by Cozy. Um, and that's by the time this comes out, it'll be fully out. Man, I wasn't ready for how dope this album is. It's the first EP, but Cozy's in England and got really into the jazz scene. So there's, bass players, saxophone on it. It's just so
What's this again? I'm looking it up. I haven't heard it.
Excerpts of Black Joy Volume 1. It released
Okay.
on the 12th. There was a listening party on RMPP, Rap Music Book Podcast, yesterday, and it was very emotional because
Hey,
Yeah.
Cozy's,
what I want to ask you, what did you think about LL Cool J's album?
oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I wrote LL Cool J a letter before it came out,
Yes.
telling him that I knew it was going to be dope. Like,
Yeah.
and just talking about my relationship to LL Cool J over the years. I posted it. It was fun, man. Yeah.
And like I can honestly say that was one of my favorites this year.
It was beautiful. That was a beautiful album.
It was amazing. Like front to back.
Man,
Like,
Q-Tip was so good.
oh my god! Like why? How? What?
Yeah.
Like the whole record, amazing record.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I got my third pick is Nature's World by Mother Nature and Renzel. Mother Nature, all female rap group from Chicago that are just blisteringly dope. Everything they released is great. And I hope to talk to them at some point when they release a new album, but I'm just digging.
Have you talked to Alex at Closed Sessions? I could probably help you with that.
Yeah, Alex is great. Closed Sessions is awesome. I'm waiting to see whenever their new shit comes out. I will be all over it because I missed it. By the time they came out when I wasn't up to speed yet, and I'm like, I missed the release cycle thing. But yeah,
I do art layout for Closed Sessions here and there, so yeah, I could
they're good people.
pass it along. Yeah, they're all
good people.
super nice.
I'm a big fan of what they do. Yeah. So Diagnostics, what have you been listening to?
Oh shit! I've been listening to the artist Jimmy Brown a lot. He's an obese alcoholic. That's what he sings about.
Yep.
It's like comedy music that has no right being as good as it is.
Okay.
Jim E. Brown. He's 19 years old, supposedly, but he's actually like much older. I've been like the gospel telling everyone about him, and no one seems to like it as much as I do, but he's very funny.
Jim E. Brown.
Jimmy Brown.
Do you have a specific project that you're into?
Oh man, he just came out with a new one today called I Urinated on a Butterfly. I think he's got another one just called Shame.
Yep.
Yeah, he just The
Sky is Ugly is a good title as well.
The Sky is Ugly. It's a good one. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I don't. Send me that link later, man.
Yeah, man. He's funny, dude. He's very funny.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a great pick. Declaime, what are you rocking with?
Oh man, I trip off of a lot right now. And he's one of my buddies. Darko the Super.
Darko the Super's last album was great. He said it to me. Yeah, he's great. He's been on the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's serious.
Talented. Talented individual. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Dark.
he's smart.
Oh, good kid. Good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him.
Did a record I have out with him also.
Oh shit. Is he
Yeah.
producing? I
Yeah, but it's me and him going back and forth.
love his production. Yeah, so that is something to look forward to. And his flow is so great too. He's like he just really has like E40 in his, in his
Yeah.
blood,
Hey, I thought I was the only one thinking that shit. He does.
E40 in his blood. He
That's,
knows it.
that's the white evil.
He loves it. So I think it's awesome.
He's like, I got a certain cats that I don't listen to a lot of other people's shit. I listen to my producers' shit.
Right.
I have a few of them right now, like Spectacular, Darko,
Sure.
Barely, Restless Mosaic. These are artists that they're not just
Right.
cats I'm working with. These are actually people who have supported me and have become my friend. Like I've been through some shit. I've been going through some shit. So these cats has actually been allowing me to stay creative.
Right.
In a different way. So these records are really, really extra special to me. Like What If is very special because it ain't. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes of this shit too. Not what you guys are just hearing. It's just the friendship and the bond that I've created with these cats.
Sure.
Because they've actually seen the raw part of what's going on. And a lot of people don't see it because I don't express it. But these cats have allowed me to stay creative and actually, okay, you can do this. You're declining kind of shit like that. And I don't get that from a lot of people in the industry that I know as friends and cats I've grown with and stuff like that because their egos in the way and then they're really have seen me in a light of Declaime's always doing his thing. He's always doing something. He's popping. Always, he's always making something happen. And that's what they seen. You know what I'm saying? But when I went through some shit, a lot of losses, super duper losses that just like jump off the fucking building losses. You know what I'm saying? Guys allowed me to keep fucking recording. And then I started realizing, oh, this is the way out of this fucking bullshit. Keep agreeing.
Move towards
got your back.
Yeah, move towards the love, Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
These guys are my brothers. Like Spectacular, these are my brothers. These are my fucking brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes blood ain't thicker than water. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's fair. The Kay, what are you rocking with?
No, I mean let's just end it on that. That was
I gotta end it with one thing, Kay. I gotta tell you one thing. Because I went down this rabbit hole, 30-minute YouTube clip. Do you remember the show Rock from back in the day?
Rock?
On Fox?
Yes, ROC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a whole 31-minute clip of it's a collection of all of the Rock versus Andre Thompson, like Trash Man versus the drug dealer storyline with Clifton Powell. It was fucking brilliant. It was so good.
I haven't watched that show in 30 years.
It was so good. So good. No one on TV is more satisfying when they're mad than Rock.
Absolutely.
Eyes get crazy. In the first like showdown, he puts him against the door by the neck and shit. And
no one does righteous anger like Rock. You're right.
Nobody. And Clifton Powell's a genius. He's fantastic as he's like the classic drug dealer. They got him in all black leather and shit. Like, they got him like suited for that. So it was just watching two brilliant actors go after.
It's called A Cool Spot in Hell. the war between Rock Emerson and Andre.
Yeah, dude.
Yo.
Find that shit. Watch that shit. That was fucking beautiful, man. Real like pointing at each other in the face, arguments over drugs in the community, and like that's a different time in fucking television, man. Like that was different. So I just had to shout that out. Yeah. Support Declaime, support Spectacular Diagnostics, follow Fuck Rap on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
You know, you follow us. Ever since
we're gonna do a follow up too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hit me with the events. I gotta, and I would say, I appreciate it. After we did the showcase in New York with Nappy Nina and Sketch 185, and just all these amazing people, man, our numbers have been up, and it's listening is an act of grace.
Yeah.
It's a sacrifice of your time that you give trusting me, and I appreciate it deeply. So thank you everyone who's listening. And I'm sorry I sound like I'm accepting an award.
Yeah.
This fucking week. Yeah, go outside, throw a frisbee. Peace.
What will tomorrow bring?